Hey, what is up guys? Guitar Rock here, welcome back to another Blue Archive video. Alright, today's video I'm going to check out the upcoming characters. So we got two new characters coming this week, and that's going to be the QIPAO Marina and of course QIPAO Tomoe. Now, are these two characters or students worth getting? Because right now, I'm sure you guys are aware, my advice generally is to pull for Kisaki. And ideally you want to save for her. Alright, she's going to be the next meta character coming approximately next month. I would say end of next month probably is when Kisaki will come. And generally that's going to be my advice. However, if you are looking to pull for any of these Red Winter students, hopefully give you guys a perspective of where they are in the meta right now. So first things first, if you look at the banner list, if we are following the JP schedule or the order of the banner, now I am aware that Global is going to get a little bit of a speed up, you know, based on the recent post by Nexon themselves. They did say that they are going to try to speed up a little bit of the schedule because, you know, 6 months apart is probably too long, so they're trying to see if they can lessen it to 3 months. But you can see right here, after QIPAO Marina and QIPAO Tomoe, we're going to have Ui swimsuit and Hinata swimsuit. Now, these two characters are possibly pretty decent, alright, if you are looking to get a limited character. Right, if you care about getting a limited character, probably this is going to be a better banner for you because both QIPAO Marina and Tomoe Marina are standard banner characters. They will be added to the standard banner afterwards. They are not limited. So I would say this is going to be probably a better pull, not only because of these two characters being limited. Swimsuit Ui is going to be one of the better piercing buffer, and also Iroha is there. If you don't have Iroha yet, I would highly consider this banner. The bunny girl is going to rerun afterwards, and then right after we're going to have Kisaki. Now this is the absolute must pull. Make sure you guys save at least 24,000 pyroxenes for Kisaki. You need to have her. Alright, it doesn't matter if you're a beginner, you're an intermediate player, you are an advanced player. Having her is going to help your account immensely. Alright, you are going to be able to reinvest into your account so much, alright, just by having her, using the strat of borrowing your club member or your friends' stronger striker students and just having Kisaki to buff them. That's going to be insane. Alright, let's talk about Marina first. Alright, so give you guys a better idea right now. So if you are going to pull for Marina, what is she capable of? What is her role generally? So this event is going to be here for 2 weeks. As you can see right now, Marina is going to be one of the few characters that is going to be a single target DOT character. Alright, so she excels right here, as you can see. 6 cost, doing 400% damage to one enemy, inflicts continuous poison damage. Now, DOT right now is not really needed as far as I know. Sure, later on when Chokmah comes, that is going to be the other character right here, as you can see. A boss that is going to be used for limit break. This boss, you can see one of the condition, right? You want to apply as many debuff to it as possible, alright? The more stack you can do, the better it is. And you can basically stack that with DOT as well. Very, very cool. But ideally, you don't really need Marina for that because there's going to be way better characters and other students that can fit her role, right? In trying to like apply debuffs and stuff. As far as I know, Marina can be used, but I don't think she's like meta in JP. So here's the thing, right? Her normal skill, again, she's going to do damage. And of course, if the target is poison, increase her own attack speed by 28.8%. Increase firing range right here and attack. And last but not least, normal attack deals 10% additional damage to targets with poison effect. Now, she's not bad, right? For 6 cost in terms of the single target. But you probably won't use her in most circumstances where it's going to be a total assault or a grand assault, because that's where, you know, Mika probably shines, alright? I feel like with Neru being there as well, with the recent fest student, those roles are pretty much filled, right? You probably won't use a QIPAO Marina, at least not in your first main team, maybe in your third or fourth team, that could be an option. But in most cases, I don't think she's going to be meta. I think she's going to be somewhere in the mid tier, maybe like A to B tier, right? Depending on where she shines. But there's going to be a lot of other better options for most players out there. Now let's talk about Tomoe then. So Tomoe QIPAO right here, she's going to be a Mystic special type. She's going to be a character that stays at the back. So she is going to be a little bit different, as you can see. She moves allies, alright, 5 of them. And of course, very unique, she also moves enemies as well. Very, very interesting, right? So not just allies, but also enemies. She places a flag in the middle, and that circular area is quite big, right? So allies and enemies are going to go to that area, the flag in the middle, a circular area. And depending on who, they both get either the buff or debuff. If allies go to that area, they get some sort of shield. If the enemies go there, they get some defense reduction up to 25%, which is kind of cool if you think about it, but I don't think this affects bosses. Most bosses can't really move, so it is going to affect only the small mobs generally, right? So that's pretty much the thing. Alright, every 30 seconds you buff the ally with the highest attack, depending on the number of flyers. It's going to give the allies or the entire team a lot of attack boost up to 46%, which is pretty decent, right? Increased healing right here, and of course increased attack on mystic type allies by 24%. Now, how strong is this QIPAO Tomoe? She is going to be pretty decent, but I don't really see the benefit of using her over any other special student that we have. If you are looking for a character to move your students around, right now in the special slot, we already have a character that can do so, and that's going to be Swimsuit Shizuko, right? She's going to be able to do that. As you can see, she moves 4 allies. I am aware that QIPAO Tomoe here can move 5 allies, so that's 1 extra allies. But if you look at overall what thing or what is being provided here, it feels like 145% barrier right there. We also can increase crit damage for 1 ally with the highest crit damage. I think that's going to be a good buff. And also I feel like this character right here for free is going to give you the value that you need if you need somebody that can move around, right? So Tracksuit Yuka is still going to have that value. If you're looking for a character or a student that can move students around in the striker slot, right now it's a Gauss Grand Assault. You guys know, probably suffer enough without Tracksuit Yuka, right? The truth is, special slot, you don't want to like build too many of these students that specializes in utility, because utility buffs are better off reserved for the striker slot, right? Whenever it comes to stuff like that, because once Kisaki comes, once Ryo comes, the meta is going to shift entirely, and those special slots you want to reserve specifically for them, because you only get 2 slots right there, right? So keep that in mind, right? Very, very important as well, which is why I don't think most players will need this character right here, or any of the QIPAO students, Tomo or Marina. I think the design wise, you know, they look pretty good, right? But other than that, it feels like it's a waste if you pull for them right now, right? Plus, they will be added to the standard banner as well. So my advice for most players playing Blue Archive would be to save for Kisaki, or make sure that you have enough for her. She is going to revolutionize the meta. She's the only character in the game, even up until now in JP server, that can increase EX skill damage by 80%. Now that alone is invaluable, alright? Something that no other students have, right? We're not talking about attack percent buff, we're not talking about crit rate percent buff, crit damage percent buff, we're talking about skill damage boost, which is, again, combine that with the cost recovery. This is going to make Kisaki one of the most valuable students in the game, alright? So that's going to be how it is. If you are looking to tackle most of the Grand Assault, Total Assault, I believe, true and true, Kisaki will be the ultimate meta, alright? There's just no way for you to not use her, right? Unless the boss specifically has some sort of debuff that you need to use special students. But in most cases, yeah, that's just going to be the case. My advice is probably skip, alright, any of these students. They're not even limited. You might spook them later on, so, you know, I would just try your luck if you really want that. That's my advice generally. Alright, so with that being said, that's gonna be it for this particular video. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys getting them anyways? As always, subscribe, give this video a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.